Hello everyone, welcome back to some streaming. I'm back from a vacation. I'm Josh. I'm here with Bucky. Hey John.
Hey, what's up? Sorry,
Feeling
as
relaxed.
soon as you literally when you were like, "Hey, you good?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm good," and then I all of a sudden had to burp.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm here with the best drink for streams, which is bubble tea, which I realized when I was talking to John that I sucked up a bunch of these balls into my mouth and then I couldn't talk for a minute.
Nice, sweet, juicy balls.
Yeah, it's a nice green tea bubble tea. It's very good.
Oh, nice. Green tea bubble tea is very good.
It is. I didn't like bubble tea for 32, 33 years of my life, and I'm 33 because I tried one and I'm like, nah. But I just realized it was a type of bubble tea I didn't like. It wasn't bubble tea itself. Right. So I tried this green tea one. There's a green tea latte with brown sugar that I tried. Good stuff.
But you're not big on tea to begin with, though.
No,
so
it wrecks
really
the shit out of my stomach. No pun intended.
Yeah. No.
But this,
iced
on
tea
the
is
other hand,
okay, though.
Oh yeah, iced tea is fine. Yeah, don't mind a nice Nest tea or brisk or something. You know, all good. But anyway. We're back. I'm just going to hop into the game here so we can just go to the screen. We're at 71%, so maybe we can...
Wait, that's the autosave. Do we want to do the autosave or the... Oh, wait,
they're the same time.
Okay,
oh, wait, no. This
same
one is
thing.
slightly after. 22:01.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. We're on the boat. Yes. So we're going to stay
yes,
here.
This is where we left off.
We're invisible right now to ghosts because we are wearing that necklace. But before we start, because we haven't played in a while, let's recap a little bit. We were on an island. We were on Melee Island. We had to do a couple different tasks to prove we were pirates. We did those tasks. We also then became head over heels for the governor of the island, and she loved us for whatever reason, and all of a sudden she was taken away by the pirate LeChuck. Ghost pirate LeChuck. So we went on to a ship, got some crew members, realized we couldn't pay them. They could not give a shit about being there and did not help us at all.
Pretty sure we killed them.
We might have killed them in Act 3, but Act 2 was the shortest act I've ever seen in a game. It was like the size of a chapter in the book Holes, which is a very specific reference. Because the chapters were like 4 pages long. Anyway, we got off the boat.
People who are not our age. It's very short.
Yes, very, very short. Very shallow holes for those chapters. And then... we went into Act 3, which we went on to Monkey Island, and we walked around, discovered the place, sunk the ship that we were on when we were not on it, got a banana picker, met the local cannibals, who were actually very nice. They're a nice civilized group of people. And we entered the monkey head after we had a severed head point us in the direction. It was the navigator. We got to here. We found the ghost pirate LeChuck's ship. We've been moving around here a little bit. We could not really go into LeChuck's office because he knows where we are, like his quarters, rather. But yeah, we have some stuff to do. Our inventory here, we got some new stuff. We got the navigator head, the necklace, which we're wearing. We got a feather, which we used to tickle the feet, as per your request, to get this bottle of ale or grog. Grog is important in this game because grog is usually corrosive and awful. Did I miss anything? I think that's pretty good for after like a month of not playing the game.
I think that covers it. That's about all of it.
Yeah. We have some other stuff in the inventory. I don't know if this is one of those games where we will just have stuff in there because they don't clear. So
the only person that could have done a recap better was Nick.
I mean, Nick does the best recaps, and Nick does the best everything.
Yes. Very true.
I think the only thing that Nick is not good at is appreciating how good Nick is.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's also not great at sucking.
You need to elaborate on that.
As a human being.
You need to elaborate further.
And also penis.
Oh, okay, there we go. That's what I thought.
Actually, I don't know. I cannot attest to that. I will not speak for Nicholas on that matter. Please voice all your concerns to his Instagram at @NicoFigs and voice all your questions there.
Yeah,
He'll take them all.
We'll do the normal thing, which we'll edit this out of the podcast, and no one will ever hear it.
Yes.
Speaking of nobody ever hearing it, we have chat. Nathan,
hey
man, and Told, want some Bry? Of course I do. Absolutely.
Of course you do.
Yeah. All right. In case anyone was wondering what just happened, I went to go move myself in the chair, missed the armrest, and then slipped. So that is how we're starting this. And they're all dead. How do Nathan's like Google? How do I clip Twitch?
I'd do the same thing.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to do it.
I mean, we'll clip it, send it to Nick, and Nick will go, I don't know, and then that'll be the end of the joke. All right, so, oops, I didn't want to do that. I want to look around. So we have this area we can go down here into the hatch.
Can we go down there?
I think we can. Yes, this is where we got the
that's
grog.
where we got the... Right, okay.
There's still
did
the
we go
sleeping
past
ghost.
him?
We did. This, I believe, is a storage area.
Storage area? Right.
Yes, with the ghost chickens.
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember if we did anything. There's also the hatch here.
And we can't go down there yet, right?
Must be something important down
Yes,
I
I'm
assume
guessing
that's where the governor is.
Yes, we couldn't do anything with the crate because it was sealed shut. Let's see.
I can't get inside it.
Okay, there's the ghost pigs, ghost chicken.
That pig definitely has food in its stomach, and it's definitely transforming it into poop.
That is happening immediately.
Wow.
Nathan's like, okay, those ghost pigs though, they're creepy. That's creepy. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
they're pretty creepy.
Space Monkey, hello. I'm glad to see so many people here as we're returning back.
Hello, Spooky.
Hope everyone's been doing well. Perfect day for a stream. I had a perfect day for a drive coming back from West Virginia with Morgan. Took about 5.5, 6 hours. Beautiful weather. Not so beautiful traffic, some of it, but God, it's a good day out.
You're lucky you drove back today because the past 2 days have been atrocious.
Yeah, Morgan wanted to do some hiking when we were in West Virginia, and that just didn't happen. Yeah. But you know what? It was a good time nonetheless. All right, so there's this drunk person.
We can't do anything with him, though.
No, well, I see drunk ghost. The hitbox for him is a little weird, but...
Look at.
What a drunken slob.
Yeah. There's a squeaky door, which I'm guessing if we go to open, they'll look at us. Want me to give it a shot?
To the left? Oh, right.
What was that?
So I'm guessing we need some WD-40 or something.
Yep. Something to grease up the hinges.
Wait, Space Monkey, Victoria's in lockdown again? All right. I'm gonna have to text Adam later and check in on him. Again.
Oof.
Again.
Oh, no.
Do you know if Melbourne is affected? I would imagine you do. All right, so we have some grog. Maybe we can use this. Oh, actually, we have some...
Hi, Hiru.
Hiru's here, too. So many people. Hello, Hiru.
Gang's all here.
I wonder if we can finish the game today, because that would be very sweet. Use Jug of Grog on Squeaky Door.
I'd rather save it.
Nope, I can't.
Can use it on the drunkard pirate?
Maybe.
Maybe get him to move out of the way?
I think I'd rather save it.
Maybe I can give it to him.
What's to the left?
Oops. The left is the captain's quarters.
This is LeChuck.
Also the ghost dog here. Yeah. It was this area. We saw the key. We need the key towards, I think, the chest or something. But we can't go here because
the wind makes
that happens.
such a creaking.
Space Monkey, yep, we're bloody lucky. Yeah, everywhere there was an outbreak in Melbourne and Bendigo. Rough. I am very sorry to hear that.
That's no bueno.
All right. I will text Adam and Cass later and Sam and make sure they're okay. So I couldn't do anything with the captain's bed either. There was the map.
What about the?
Looks like Monkey Island.
What about the little nightstand?
Like here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
nothing.
it's just the door.
Nothing there. There's also the chest.
The wind makes
So I can't
such
move
a
over there. It doesn't matter if I
creaking.
interact with the key or try to walk to the chest.
What if we try using the grog outside to cause a ruckus to cause LeChuck to go outside?
Fear for thy life, ye who enters.
Okay.
The ship sounds
I was just
brave in
testing
these
the
waters.
boundaries of this hitbox here.
Yeah.
Use the grog. What? Sorry.
Do something to the use the grog. See if you can use the grog on the pirates that are celebrating outside to maybe have them cause a ruckus and cause LeChuck to go outside.
I'd be down for that. I also want to specify this here. It looks like there's an X here and here on Monkey Island, which...
Pretty sure that's where the cannibals are and where the head is.
Yes, this was the head. This was where the village is. You are absolutely correct. Never mind.
Funny enough, when we first saw this scene in way back in the beginning of the game, I took a picture of that map just in case it was going to be important.
Oh, did you really?
Ended up not being important. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I was just like, oh, this looks like something that might be useful later. But it wasn't. It's just a map
It
of
looks like
Monkey
that
Island.
creepy guy I saw on the upper deck.
Okay, so there's just a picture of the creepy guy upstairs, and I can't do anything with LeChuck. That is the extent of usable stuff in here. Can I look at the captain's bed?
Wriggling blue hairs in it.
Yeah, I wonder if I can
Really?
take some of that.
Ugh, no thanks.
I guess not. Okay. Okay, so that's that room. Grog. Give Grog
To the dog.
to the dog. No, I can't give it to anybody, actually.
Hmm.
All right, can I look a dog?
Hey, what a cute little ghost dog.
Can I pick up the
I better
ghost
leave
dog
him alone.
or talk to the ghost dog? Oh, I can't talk to anybody. Okay. Can I push the dog?
I better leave him alone.
No. Okay, so I can't do anything with any of these pirates. Not a goddamn thing.
So what do we have in our inventory again?
Inventory. We have money.
Oh wait, look at the grog. See if there's anything special about it.
Looking at it. Oops. Look.
It's a bottle of ghost grog.
Okay, can we open it?
Can you
It's already
use it?
open.
Can you use it on the door?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do before,
Oh,
I think
right.
I'd rather save it.
but I'm thinking we can use something else. Maybe ink?
That doesn't seem to work.
Some other type of liquid? Maybe I can tickle it? Well, let's see when I talk to the
Can't
navigator.
whip that out in here.
I mean,
Let's
that's
walk back
fair.
and talk to the navigator.
Yeah, let's go into the cave. And let's talk to...
I'd better put the necklace back on the way the natives had it first.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Navigator.
Hello.
That's it.
Hello, Mr. Navigator.
Hello.
I
Okay.
guess you can't talk to him.
That's it. Use necklace. Okay.
This feels weird.
Okay. So that's reactivated. I wonder if it's going to tell me, like, the dog is blocking the stairwell or something. Nope. Okay. Let's go back into the rooms that we can go into. This one we obviously can't until we get something to unlock it. Or can we push this one?
I'd better leave him alone.
Can we talk to him? Nope. Okay. This chest, there was nothing. We tickled this dude. Okay, let's try going back down here. Maybe there's something we can do with the chickens or the pig. Pick up
Get
ghost chicken.
Feed. Cluck.
Pick up pig. Or
I can't pick that up. Gross. Look at the meat.
talk to? Nope. No, they're just saying cluck. Do we have anything to feed them? Maybe the grog?
Give them the grog. Get these
think
ghost
I'd rather
chickens
save it.
crunk.
Yeah. Use jug of grog with the ghost pigs.
I think I'd rather save it.
And you can't interact with their feed bowl.
You
Ah.
can look at the crate too, right?
I think I'd rather save it.
I was thinking because it eats through everything, maybe we can open it that way. What were you saying?
About
Sorry?
the gunpowder?
We've been using the gunpowder for a lot, so I
That
wouldn't be
doesn't seem to
surprised.
work.
Nope. Can we use the jug of grog with a hatch?
I think I'd rather save it.
Nope. We can't interact with the torches.
And
we-
then there's a crate. Can't interact with the chest.
I can't get inside it. I can't get inside it.
Okay.
It's nailed, chained, bolted, roped, glued, and welded together.
I wonder. Now I'm also curious, are we in a contained place now? Or is there something that we need to go all the way back for?
I mean, we can always use a hint because I'm pretty sure we're fairly stuck.
No staples to
at
be
this
removed.
point.
We need a way to unlock that hatch.
Okay.
Let's look at the
Locked
hatch.
tight. Must be something important down there. There's a keyhole in it.
Okay, so we need the
There's
key
a keyhole.
from LeChuck.
We need to get the key. Okay. So we got to figure out what to do to get that key.
Yeah. Well, that hint wasn't much of a hint because I mean,
Right.
that's obviously what we need.
We knew that's what we had to do, but
Yeah.
obviously that now gears us in figuring out what the fuck is up with the captain.
Yes.
getting the key.
So, let's see what we can interact with here. We did the captain's bed. We can look at the map. We can look at the key. We can look at the picture. We cannot interact with LeChuck at all. We have the chest down here. So, is there something? What if we just use this?
It wouldn't be a good idea to take this off here.
That would have been a really good move. We're just like, hey, what's up?
I can't whip that out in here.
Use gunpowder.
Ugh, no thanks.
What if we need to put something like in his bed?
What about the skull?
That
Use
doesn't
skull.
seem to work.
Nope.
Can you use the skull on LeChuck?
I can't use the skull on anything. I could just use skull.
Hmm.
Ooh, that's
I
refreshing.
ate a mint.
Nice.
I also have
Always
mints.
good to have fresh breath.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I have mints. Just you all in chat will have a good time. So that's how technology works, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yep. I would have took your silence as the same answer. Yep. All right. Look at skull. What's up with
What
this?
a cute little skull.
It's cute.
It's a cute little skull.
Look at ghost feather.
It's a feather.
Just a cute little reminder that someone died.
Yeah. Oh, we took the feather from the chicken, right? So we used the chicken in some respect.
Yes.
Okay, if you bring enough
Can we
mints to
just walk
share.
slowly?
Told, this is, I mean, not a brand like sponsor deal. This is Altoids. I have enough for like 5 classes in one tin.
I think I have some Altoids in my bag too.
I have them because my stomach had some problems all week, so I got some peppermints because peppermint's good for your stomach.
And you take tiny steps forward.
Maybe.
The wind makes not such a creaking.
You know, I was really
Must be the wind.
on your side there for a second. Maybe I need to find the boards that aren't creaky.
Fear for thy life, he who enters.
I can't tell if I got further.
Strange places.
don't think you did.
Hold on, I'm just gonna click and just watch how far I get. Nope, I got exactly as far as I did the first time.
Enters. The ship sounds strange in these waters.
Huh.
Can you walk on the bed?
Use
Ugh,
bed.
no thanks.
Full bed?
Ugh, no thanks.
Push?
Ugh.
Like, he really doesn't want to
Thanks.
interact with that at all.
Yeah. Some pirate he is.
Yeah. Look at door.
I don't see anything special about it.
So we need a way to make that door not squeaky. And we also are being very loud. So he either needs to leave the room or we need to find a way to sneak or maybe grab something from afar.
I think I'd rather save it.
Can I use stuff on him? Because even though I can't interact with him. No.
Who dares to enter the cabin?
No,
of
I
the
think
ghost
we're-
pirate LeChuck?
I think we're stuck on this part.
Must be
Yeah.
the wind.
Can I pick up the map?
I can't pick that up.
No. Okay. So the dog does interact if you get close. I wonder if we go downstairs, if we can take off the necklace while we're around the chickens and the pigs, and if it make a difference. Use.
It wouldn't be a good idea
Okay,
to take this
no.
off here.
I love the fact that it's just like, obviously, you can shove
that's
this
like
guy
cooked,
in the
That's a
oven.
cooked chicken.
Yeah. Can't interact with what he's eating. Didn't do anything with the pigs.
It's locked.
Is there anything I'm missing walking over here? No, and I can't interact with the chests. Alright, I'm going to try leaving the area. And hopefully I don't need to go through that whole maze again. But remember, like,
Yeah.
one of the times we had to leave and then come back and it reinitiated some dialogue?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we have something
Yeah,
similar.
could do. Yeah. There's either something we're missing or just like something that we're not able to see.
Oh, this is the entrance, right? Yes, it is. Okay. I love when they do this. So the map in LeChuck's showed us the village. So I wonder if going
Yeah.
back to the village would assist us.
Maybe.
Which, I mean, we already did that to try and get in here.
Oh, geez, that's literally the nick of the monkey head.
Oh, it is. That's very interesting. I didn't notice that.
Hi, monkey.
So I'm just gonna hit hint out here to see if I'm gonna be wasting my time.
Okay.
Okay. It's the ship. It's definitely something in the ship.
Yeah, something in the ship that we need to do.
So I have a thought. The only
Okay.
thing that we've seen that can go long distances is the banana picker. But I wouldn't know where to find the guy.
You find him in his fort.
Oh, right. He is in the fort. I'm going to check anyway. Despite, like, we know we need to get the key. But we may not have the thing to get the key.
Right.
So I'll give it a shot. And I know Lilith will be watching this later and probably screaming at her screen right now. Lilith, I feel you. But we don't know. Just don't know what to do. So we're just going to figure it out all together. The fort. We don't need to go to the beach.
Yeah, no, we don't need to go. We can just go straight there.
Okay. This away we go. The fort was on the rim of the area, right?
Yes.
The place where
Yep,
Ultima
there's
Weapon
nothing
is?
there. Yes.
For those who don't know, Ultima Weapon was in Final Fantasy VII and finally appeared like in a crater area.
That's actually, whatchamacallit. Actually, the crater is what's left after you defeat Ultima Weapon.
Yes.
Uh, that area is more so where you find...
Was that Vincent's
Lucretia.
ultimate?
Yes, where you get Vincent's ultimate and you see Lucretia, who, if you have never played Final Fantasy VII, big old spoiler alert,
I would have known, but I couldn't
where
find
you
the
find
door.
Lucretia, who is Vincent's love interest and Sephiroth's mother.
Yes.
Excuse me, I've
Alright,
got some
so
pressing
there's
business
nothing-
to attend to.
Sorry, I got these bubble tea balls in my mouth again, so I have to deal with that for a second.
Nice.
I can't reach it. I can't reach it.
Alright, that coding error is just funny to me. Okay, so
Yep.
we tried it at least.
Apparently you can't reach him emotionally is what that was going with, so.
I like that one. That was good.
Mhm.
Alright, come on, walk faster. We also haven't
Yeah.
done anything with these vultures, and I wonder if that's going to be a thing.
With them.
I wonder whether they're interactable then.
Vulture.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have no
There's
idea.
got to be something in there that we're missing. Can we take the monkey with us?
I can
Somehow.
check. I think him holding it is allowing us. Oh well,
Yeah.
I did it once.
Oh, it's a stream.
I did it once.
Officially a stream now.
Now let's see if we can take the monkey with us.
I can't pick that up. Hi. Is there anything good to eat on this island?
Bananas.
Mana. Okay, so I'm guessing it's something in that encapsulated area that we just didn't do.
Yeah.
We don't have anything that can make something less squeaky. Nothing was obviously a WD-40 equivalent or oil, right?
No, not that I saw.
We had the grog. The grog didn't work. I can't interact with it. Well, we know it's nothing in the maze because the maze is inaccessible now.
Right. I feel like it's something to do with the grog.
Yeah, because it's the only thing we were able to get after the feather. Oh, shit.
Oh, we gotta go back through it again, don't we?
I guess we do. Okay, well. This way we go.
Oh, God. So all we gotta go through this again. How was your week?
Oh.
Since you had a nice little long vacation.
Told. You're absolutely correct. Load that shit.
Oh, right.
Oops,
oh,
wrong one.
Oops, wrong save.
Bam. Yes, we didn't do anything since then. How was my vacation?
Yep.
Thank you for asking. It was great. I was on Long Island with my family for a couple days, as you like to refer to them as mom and dad.
Mom and dad.
Mom and dad. Played a bunch of games. Mom loves playing board games, so she only really gets to play when I'm home. So we played Catan, we played Carcassonne, we played Codenames, Mysterium, played chess. I did a bunch of things. And then in West Virginia, we went straight from Long Island to West Virginia, spent time with Morgan's family, surprised her parents. Mom was like immediately in tears. She had no idea Morgan was coming, and hasn't seen them since summer because of, as Morgan would call it, the great panini that has happened.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to see a new baby. We got to enjoy the time as a fully vaccinated, time, and still following safety procedures as you should do if you're traveling. Of course, we're not traveling willy-nilly. John, myself, Morgan, we all took this as seriously as you should. But yeah, it was a great time, and yesterday was just a lot of relaxation. We watched a lot of HGTV. So that's been nice. I also watched Ted Lasso, which is an Apple TV show. It's like 10 episodes long for the first season with Sudeikis in it. Show is wonderful. Absolutely great. It's about a football team over the UK hiring an American football coach as their coach and that process. But it was just really good humor while also not being too negative. So it was just like an uplifting time all the way.
Nice.
I'm normally not good with just like positivity for the fun of it because it's just positive, but it felt good. And yeah, that was it. That was good.
Sweet.
How was your week?
I had to work all week. I didn't have a lot of homework this week. It was just a lot of refreshing myself with the ideas of object-oriented programming in C++.
Mm-hmm.
And I did my 2 labs on Saturday because I had a 3-day weekend also. And I did my the assignment that I had to do yesterday morning, and I was surprised with how easy it was.
Oh, good. That's great.
Literally, all I had to do was in code open up a text file, read information from the file, store it, and then do stuff with it, and then put it to an output file. That's it.
Oh, okay.
All I had to do.
Yeah.
Super simple to do. Basically, it was a test to transform a text document that had a listing of places and temperature readings, and then taking the temperature readings that were in Fahrenheit and transforming them to Celsius, and then putting that to an output file. That was it. And I was surprised it took me maybe 30 minutes to code the whole thing.
C++'s availability or accessibility to using files, inputting information, and outputting information,
very easy.
Very easy in comparison to some of the other languages. It's wonderful.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Well, I'm glad that was as easy as it could be.
Yeah. Other than that, my ass was firmly planted in this chair all weekend long.
Wonderful. Playing a lot of
I was
ESO.
Playing a lot of Elder Scrolls Online. I hit the level cap, so now I've just been leveling what they call champion levels. So it's like basically a separate leveling game where you have like separate stats to use, and that's pretty much it.
Cool. Until says classic programming exercise. That would take me a lot longer than 30 minutes. Some things come differently to different people, man. Like some
Absolutely.
stuff of like, oh, this is really easy, just segmented programming. I'm like, no, just give me math. You know, that's a lot easier for me. Different
Also,
things
the
hit
fact
different
of the
ways.
matter is, like, before taking this class, I learned Java. I did basic Java stuff, and Java and C++ are very similar,
Yeah.
incredibly similar. So I already had a basis of how to do those things through Java, so it wasn't that complicated.
Yeah, just syntax.
And especially
learning
with
at
the
that point.
lessons, yeah, it's really just syntax and making sure that your logic is correct.
Yep. Syntax errors, like I always grew up with, my mom used to do punch card programming, and dad knew like BASIC and some other coding languages. He's like, syntax errors, I hate them. Syntax errors are my favorite errors because it tells you it's wrong, you just look at it and you fix it. Logic errors, on the other hand,
Yeah,
it'll run perfectly, and it just gives you the wrong number.
right.
Yeah.
That's always a problem.
Yes.
I better leave him alone.
All right. So, now that we have both learned that our weeks are pretty good, your weekend was wonderful. What the hell are we doing?
Let's go into the room.
Nothing to look at here.
Go into the room. You
Let's
got
go
it.
into the room with LeChuck. And let's look at what we got in our inventory.
Nothing to look at here.
All right, we got a spyglass. We got a cannonball.
And we use stuff on the key.
Huh. Let's see. Look at key.
The wind
I can't even get there.
Such a creaking.
So the things I can use for
Ship
it
sounds strange in these
is
waters.
probably minimal because I can't do anything to it
Right.
unless I like throw something at it.
The wind
but I keep
makes not
walking
such a
over.
creaking.
Right.
Strange places, strange noises. What be that
So,
noise?
I mean, it's obvious that we're making too much noise.
Strange places, strange
I liked your
noises.
idea of walking slow. It just unfortunately didn't work.
Right.
Can we open the captain's bed? I think I tried this last
Oh,
time.
thanks.
There's a chest over there. Can I open that?
Who dares
No.
to enter the cabin of the ghost pirate LeChuck? Strange places, strange noises.
All right. Before we're stuck on this, too, any other exits on the boat? I don't think so, but I will verify with you. So I can't go up the stairs. There's the one exit over here. I can't interact with any of the pirates here except for the drunk pirate over here and the dog that's over there. This door will squeak. He'll come over. I haven't found anything that will, like, there's nothing to interrupt his path here. Although I will try something. Up. Yeah, up is the cave over here. And I can't go up here, unfortunately. Oh, up as in the mast. Ooh. I will check. Nope, unfortunately not. But up was a good idea. I'm going to try opening this and seeing if we get any accessibility while he's closing the door.
Nope, can't move at all.
Nope. Nothing. I can't interact with the violin or the grog or anything. Okay. Can I take his... Ooh, can I tickle this
tickle him?
guy? I like how we were both on the exact same
Yeah.
wavelength there.
I'd better leave him alone.
No, so both the dog and him, he's like, leave him alone. It's not like, oh, that won't work. It is saying,
Yeah.
leave him alone.
Can we continue to tickle this guy?
I'll try.
Nope.
I can't find a ticklish spot on his body.
Yeah, I can't interact with his feet anymore. Okay. For the interest of time, I'm hitting H.
Yep.
Is it just going to point us to the
No.
key?
I mean, go in the room and hit H.
Yeah. Yes, I'm aware of that.
Yes.
Okay. So that's telling us we should use a magnet of some sort.
Wait, does the compass have the magnet?
We do.
Try using that. Okay.
It did
What?
say it was a magnetic compass. Okay, I don't feel so bad about missing that one, to be honest.
Can you go back to the inventory and just look at that compass quick?
When you set sail for good value, all winds blow towards stands. Warning: contains strong magnet which may interfere with other navigational equipment.
Okay.
I didn't know the key was made out of metal. That was... It should have said, like, metal key or something.
Yeah.
I feel that would have been a bit
That's,
better.
I
Not...
don't know how I feel about that one game.
Yeah, I'm okay using a hint for that because that was a little weird. Use key on hatch.
It's a skeleton key.
Yeah. Okay.
Rats, those are also creepy.
There's rats. There's a dish.
I'm not
It's
gonna pick that up.
grease. We can
It's
use
covered
grease
with
on the
rat
door.
slobber.
There is grease. Pick up. Cooking grease.
Yikes.
Cooking grease.
I hate rats.
All right, so we need to do something with the rat first.
Throw a cannonball at its head.
Use cannonball with rat.
I'm not going near that monster rat.
All right, there's a dish
Walk
here.
around
So
it.
I guess we need to put something on the dish.
Put the head on the
I
dish.
don't think that's a good idea.
Look at rat.
That's the biggest ghost rat I've ever seen.
Maybe we need to grab the chicken from upstairs, but I mean we couldn't
Can you walk
before.
around the rat?
Yikes.
Nope.
I hate rats.
No.
All right,
okay.
and this dish we
Well,
can't pick up, so we need to put something on it.
Okay.
Oh,
Put the skull on
grog.
the dish? Oh. Oh, there you go. Cool.
Pick up the grease.
It's all over my hands.
It is right there. Okay,
We got grease.
we do. Okay,
Yay. Oh, the rat's dead.
wonderful.
I mean, it was already dead, but now
Yeah,
it's re-dead.
it's really dead. Dead. DED, dead. Before I open that up, let's just do a save here. 73%. Making that progress.
All right.
All right. Use
Grease up that door.
grease on
This
squeaky
should
door.
stop it from squeaking.
Open that door.
In we
Bam.
go. All right, so we got a
Alright.
ghost guard who be sleeping. Can't do anything with a torch. Ghost tools.
Oh, good. More inventory.
Holy shit, that's a lot of tools I just
Wow.
picked up.
That is a lot of tools.
They're glowing ghost tools.
Like what? Like a wrench? An axe? It looks
That
like
looks like a pickaxe and a fucking L ruler or
Yeah.
T ruler. T ruler, L ruler. I can't remember what it's
I mean,
called.
it looks like
It's
an
the
L.
ruler that's an L that is used to measure certain things. Yeah,
He's asleep.
Okay. Brick.
it's not an architect's ruler. I
Hey,
can't
I bet
remember
the
the name of
governor's
that
in
ruler.
there.
Like a contractor's ruler?
Contractor's ruler? Hold on, I'm gonna Google it.
I don't
I
remember.
can't get to it. That big ghost's in the way.
Okay, so can we talk to the ghost? Nope. Can we push the ghost?
I don't want to wake him up unless I have some of that anti-ghost potion. to
Framing
defend
square.
myself.
That's what it's
Framing
called.
square. Thank you.
I don't want to wake him up unless I have some of that anti-ghost potion to defend myself with.
Anti-ghost potion. You. Oh, I know. Oh, we can use the tools
Oh,
to open the crate.
Haha.
Okay. Down in the hatch. Over here.
We gotta use all the tools to open the crate.
Legitimately, all the tools. That's actually what helped me with it. I'm like, what kind of tools? Oh, it would unlock everything. Use tools with girl and great.
This should do it.
And what do we got? Okay.
I like
That's a lot
that.
of noises. A lot of noises. Hey, what's in there?
It's already open.
Look.
I'll just grab this old root and be on my way.
That was the voodoo root.
Oh yeah, that's the root that we needed to get the potion.
Who was that for?
The cannibals have a ghost something potion.
So do we need to leave?
I think we do.
Okay. So let's leave the cave. Before I do, I'll just
Wait,
overwrite
check
what I
the
just
check
did.
the root
Oops.
really quickly. Just take a look at the root
Yeah.
before you leave.
It's
Looking rude.
twisted and dried up and not very impressive looking.
I can't just use it with me. I guess I need to bring it.
Yeah, I think you have to bring it to them.
I don't think
Yep.
it's very useful in its present form.
A long walk, a brief row,
Oh,
and a
hey.
short hike
There we go.
later.
Okay,
Oh, there we go.
wonderful. Good job, game.
Nice. Awesome.
I got
Love
the
it.
route.
Wow! Look, he's not kidding. Here it is.
He's not such a wimp after all.
Come on, let's
I
go
wouldn't
make
go
the
that far.
brew of the fermented root.
A little bit.
Wait here. We'll be right back.
All right, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Nice hair, by the way.
Or is that monkey again?
Hey!
I love to have you stuffed and make a fortune.
Nice monkey.
Nice monkey.
Nice monkey.
Bye.
Okay. Sure.
There it is.
All right.
One squirt of that stuff and the ectoplasm really hits the fan.
And if you have any left over, it's delicious with a little vanilla ice cream. Good luck.
All right.
Okay. Good to
Nice.
know. Good to know.
Sounds good.
Okay. I was just checking to see if I can pick up that banana peel. That answer is no.
All right, let's go kill us a ghost
After
pirate
some more
captain.
furious paddling,
Thank you, game.
You scared me half to
Oh,
death.
shit. Where's the boat? Balmy weather we're
What
having, isn't it?
happened to the ship?
What happened to the ship?
What happened to the ship?
They all left for the wedding.
Where? Why are you still here? Yeah? Or where?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Where's the wedding?
Where's the wedding?
There's a lovely church on Melee Island.
And
Headed
back
there.
to Melee Island.
Yep.
We go.
There's the church that we said would probably happen at the end of the
All
game.
right, the church.
Miriam, the Melee Island? Oh no.
We sunk our ship, though.
We did sink our ship.
Why are you still here?
My head fell into the lava there, and I had to chase after it. And when I came back, they had gone. Shame, too. I hate to miss the wedding.
Okay. I've got to go after them.
I've got to go after them. I've got to stop that wedding.
Bye! Bob!
Oh,
What are
shit,
you
really?
doing here?
Oh,
Oh, I missed the boat to the wedding. Hey! No problem!
That's the guy who was
We
his
can take
crewmate
mine.
on the initial
Let's
voyage.
I
go.
guess so. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey,
You have a ship. Will you take me to Melee Island? How did you get in here without a head?
Will you take me a million? I don't
Take me
ask
to Melee
questions with this
Island?
guy. He just shows up.
I'll lend you my ship if you promise to rescue me with it.
Okay.
Let's
Done.
go!
Awesome.
I like how the game's like last part.
Yep.
Not part 4. Not act
Last
4.
part.
Last part. Space Monkey, I will say, despite the occasional puzzle being a little weird, it's been a wonderful experience overall.
Gone to now.
Yeah.
Now I'll have to stop the wedding by myself.
All right, walk to the dock.
The church is the other way.
Shit, walk to the other way.
Yikes.
Hey! Wait a second!
Could I interest you in some root beer, sir?
Yeah.
Could I interest you in some root beer, sir?
Root beer? Oh boy! I love root beer!
Nice. Awesome. Oh, he didn't. He only got the head and the torso.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
That was good. Okay. Oh, here's the part with the doors.
Oh yeah, we can just go through the door.
Yep. I'll just do it on this one. Save. Where are we at? 85%.
85.
What the hell?
Right. Yeah, that's some percentages here.
We just saved it before.
Yep. Yep. I have no idea what's going on with the percentages in this game. Anyway, let's go stop the wedding.
All right. That way we go.
And to the church.
Gotta love a tie back. All right. Inside we go.
If there be any man with
If anyone has anything mean to say,
these two people should not be united in blissful matrimony, let him speak now, or forever hold his peace.
Ew. Oh, there's legs. The groom isn't a gentleman. The groom isn't a human. Elaine, stop the wedding.
Hey, who's that?
Oh, okay. I don't get to say anything at all.
You!
I just remembered an appointment at the dentist. Please don't kill me. Take this, you vaporous voodoo vermin. I've come to stop you from marrying Governor
Come
Marley.
to stop you.
I've come to stop you.
I've come to stop you from marrying Governor Marley.
How do you plan to do that?
What the hell?
Governor!
Governor!
Governor?
What's going on?
Oh, Guybrush, you mad fool! I'm impressed you came to rescue me, but it really wasn't necessary.
Oh, he's gonna marry somebody else.
I had everything well in hand. Unfortunately, your arrival has made it necessary for me to tip my hand early.
How? Who?
If you're here, then who's that?
What?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
If you're here,
Is it
then
Bob?
who's that in the dress?
It'd be weird. Bob came with us.
Oh, it's the monkey.
It's a monkey.
What?
Oh, don't scare them! They have my ghost sack and root beer bottle.
Oh, I'll get it. Oops.
Well, he's got one, so just use that.
Yeah.
Nice going, Guybrush. Now I've got to chase them down to get my voodoo root beer back.
But hey!
You dared.
You're right, Told. It wasn't 3 kobolds, but
Me?
I mean,
I can't believe your
pretty damn close.
audacity.
The audacity of this bitch.
well, I can't believe your stupidity. I've just remembered an appointment. Please don't kill me. Take this. I had to stop you.
I can't believe your stupidity.
Well, I can't believe your stupidity.
Yeah? Well, I can't believe your frivolity.
Okay. Frivolity. Does that mean when you're frivolous?
Yes.
Okay. So, alacrity? Or enormity?
Enormity would be size.
Yeah.
Alacrity. Can't remember what alacrity means.
I think that would be the opposite. I'm gonna try it.
Well, I can't believe your alacrity.
Yeah?
Brisk and cheerful
Well, I can't
readiness
believe
is
your
alacrity.
mobility.
Well, I can't believe your
Virility?
virility? I guess.
Well, I can't believe your virility.
Yeah? Well, I can't believe your fragility.
I can't believe your atrocity?
Sure.
Well, I can't believe your atrocity.
Ah, I grow tired of you.
Say now. Let's not be hasty.
Oh shit.
Ooh. Oh, here we go. There goes our root beer.
Yep.
Wee. Oh, we're just flying around the island now.
Okay.
Cool. Wee.
That's a new
What
place.
the fuck is happening?
We're being tossed around.
Oh, it stands.
Oh, hey. We finally got the thing out.
Good to see you, son. How's the ship? If you're interested in trading up, I can give you a fair price for it.
I do love a game and a story
Howdy,
that is
partner.
able to loop back
You know,
around.
just by looking at you, I can tell you're a man of the world. A man with an eye for quality. A man who knows a good bargain when he...
There he goes.
Machine doesn't work, dude. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus, that's got to be uncomfortable.
Oh, ow.
Oh, man.
Pick up root beer. Use root beer.
So they just don't like root beer.
Yeah, because it's root.
I guess.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Well, he did.
He's boned.
Oh,
we get an instant replay.
Nice. Ooh, awesome. Kaboom. Nice.
Deboned indeed, told. Deboned indeed.
Right.
Blimp cam.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Awesome. We did it. Yeah. Hey.
Hey!
Yikes! Oh, don't sneak up on me like that.
Sorry.
That's okay. You know, LeChuck was a deviant, obnoxious, slithery, creepy, crawly sort of a guy, but I'll say one thing for him.
What's that?
He sure looks nice exploding against the night sky.
Apparently Guybrush can speak
Yes,
without moving his lips.
It's very romantic.
Both of them.
Apparently she can too.
We've been telepathic
Can
this
I
whole
buy you
time?
root beer?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I like root beer.
And there's more at Stan's. Oh gosh, I hope Stan's okay.
Yeah,
I wish my crew could have seen this.
You know, I can't shake the feeling that Guybrush was somehow responsible for that big rock sinking the ship.
Yeah. As soon as we find a way off this island, we're gonna have ourselves a little chat with Mr. Threepwood.
I wonder if we would have had a different ending if we didn't do that.
Let's get out of this hut first.
Yeah, at least I learned something from all this.
What's that?
How to deal with frustration, disappointment, and irritating cynicism. It's not the size of the ship. Never pay more than $20 for a computer game. Your choice,
Whichever one
John.
you think is. No, whichever one you think is good.
I'll say how to deal with frustration, disappointment, and irritating cynicism.
How to deal with frustration, disappointment, and irritating cynicism.
Because I don't think I spent more than
Sounds
$20
like
on the
something
game.
my husband would say.
No.
Ah.
Well then.
I did not expect to finish the game within the hour.
Wow.
Okay, well, this is a good time for a post-game discussion as credits roll.
Sure.
What were your thoughts on the game in a general sense?
In a general sense, I liked it. I thought it was very cute, very charming in a way, and definitely. I mean, this game was made in what, the
90s.
90s. Like it feels like a point-and-click adventure game. It feels like one of the beginning point-and-click adventure games. If I remember correctly, this was one of the beginning ones. Like as opposed to like I'm sure there were ones that came before it, but it was one of the earlier ones.
It was one of
So
the
I feel like
earlier,
it-
most well-known ones, for sure.
Right. So you can obviously see that there is a lot taken from this in other point-and-click adventure games going forward.
Yes.
There were definitely a few puzzles here and there that were a little. I don't know if I understand that one too well. But overall, I think the game was pretty consistent in having puzzles that weren't too outlandish or were funny.
Yeah. The humor carried all the way through. I was interested in the story. I didn't fall off the story. I think the only time that I felt a little disjointed was in Act 3, going around the entire island.
Yes.
And also in Act 1, doing the sword fighting learning. That was a bit of a drag.
Yeah. Like I was saying, there was a few of the puzzles that were a little like, oh, you could have gone about that a very different way that would have made it a little better.
Yes.
But overall, the puzzles were pretty good.
Yeah, and for point-and-click adventure games, they tend to... A lot of them fall into the trap of like, oh, well, let's just try everything in our inventory to try it on this. And there was a couple times in the game that happened, but a good majority of the time was like, oh, I have that thing for this. And then you run around over and you do the thing, or you collect all the items, and all of a sudden that chain of events just starts occurring. And that feels good. Like, for as much as it had some, like, low time, the times where you felt good and smart about what was happening and that it was a legitimate solution for the thing at hand, instead of like the hint we saw at the end, we're like, okay, we use the magnet, whatever. I wouldn't have thought of that because it's a compass. Those other moments felt very good. I was pretty happy with that. And to be very clear, this was the remaster version. The original version is the one that looks a little bit more pixelated. We saw it a little earlier on in this playthrough because you can switch back and forth. Yeah, Space Monkey said, damn, it's older than I thought. Looks pretty fun still. Yeah, the main graphics are definitely older looking than these do.
Oh, yeah. I think that this game would, in my personal opinion, qualify as a beginner's game if they were looking to get into point-and-click adventure games. Because some of them get very complicated and crazy.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Especially if you go into the Sierra games. Like, those games are crazy unforgiving.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you die a lot.
Yeah.
Like, a lot. In King's Quest V, you die if you just walk into the water because you misclicked. Right. And it's like, oh.
So I think this is a good, like, there are certain arguments against that type of a game where it would be like, well, some people I would think that's like, well, that's just poorly coded because I'm trying to do a thing and, like, just because I clicked off one pixel, I'm getting punished for it. But,
yeah.
This game doesn't have any of that, which I think lends to its, like, I guess making it easier for people, which is why I would say this is a good beginner game for people wanting to get into point and clicks.
Yeah, I think a good comparison for the old Sierra games like King's Quest and Space Quest and all the deaths was it was comparable to a choose your own adventure book, where the amount of times you die in those is numerous. And I remember doing one when I was a kid, and I died just because I was right-handed. Like, there was a question. It's like, if you're left-handed, go to page 81. If you're right-handed, go to page 34. And if you're the wrong-handed kind of person, you're like, that's a shame. You died. So, that's like, silly, yeah, it's ridiculous things like that. And King's Quest and Space Quest do those kinds of things. I agree with you. These are a little bit easier. It's not as frustrating because you can try things without the need of, like, oh, shit, when's the last time I saved? Right. You're free to try a lot of different things without repercussion. At one point, and also you don't Zork yourself, which is the act of, in a game, doing something that causes a game to be unwinnable, which is a reference to the old Zork point-and-click adventure games. But in this in particular, I think the only moment I feared for that was when we had to go back to Melee Island, and I knew I sank my ship.
Right.
I did have a gut feeling of like, oh shit, did we lose? But we didn't lose because it wasn't that kind of game.
Yep, no fail states. I was gonna say something, but I completely blanked it out. What the hell was it?
Sierra, point and click, monkeys.
Monkey Island. No, it's gone.
Beginner point and clicks?
No, I can't remember. It's gone.
Okay. But yeah, overall, I would say some of the stuff in the game probably didn't age well.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. The other thing we have to take into account is the fact that since this game was made in the 90s, people who were playing this game in the 90s didn't have access to things like Google. So we could just Google answers if we get stuck. Meanwhile, other people would have to be sitting here going, what the hell are we supposed to do? Which the hints thing was a very helpful thing to put in the game for that very reason.
Well, they didn't have Google, but what did exist for those was the helplines that you would call. And you would pay per minute to be on the phone to get clues to the different puzzles. I don't know if it specifically existed for this game, but it existed for a lot of games, especially in the Sierra world of things. Nate said asked, how often do you play games like this? For me, I haven't ever tried them. for me, point and click adventure games is the basis of a lot of my gaming. I played, I remember specifically Space Quest 4, King's Quest 5, King's Quest 6, text-based adventure games like Colossal Cave and Zork, and the point and click Return to Zork, Myst, Seventh Guest, all these kinds of games when I was in my, first 10 to 15 years of life living at home with my parents. We played these all the time. So these are fundamental to the fact that I play video games at all. I've played a lot of them. I haven't played a lot of them. This is just one of the ones that was really famous. I've never played it. Bucky never played it. So I figured we can try it out together and see how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to mute the games. That way we can talk. Actually, let me just go to this screen and I'll exit the game. And we'll just continue. What were you about to say?
I was gonna say, even if the older games, if you're not super into the older games, there are point and click adventure games out now that came out fairly recently that you can play. One, for example, that Josh and I both love is The Last Door. That game is fantastic. Tells a story incredibly well using very minimal graphics, and is a point and click style adventure game.
Relatively short too. It's bite-sized.
It is short. It is very short. And surprisingly spooky for a pixelated game. Then you have other games like what are some of the other ones we played? There's one like Gunpoint that I saw I never really played though. Resonance was another one.
Yep, there's a lot from the studio called Wadget Eye. They did Unavowed. I believe they did Gemini Rue. I think they're the one who did Resonance. There's a lot of point and click adventure games nowadays that really feed off of the old games but put them into newer graphics. But even not newer graphics, like The Last Door you just mentioned. Last Door was awesome. We could not stop talking about it. And when we used to do our old YouTube channel, we did a Resonance. And did we do Ben Jordan on there, or we just did that for fun?
We didn't. We just played that ourselves.
Yeah, that was part of AGS, which is called Adventure Game Studio. They have a bunch of community-made games on there, along with a few that were done as the bigger games. But you can find a lot of good content. Some bad content too, but a lot of good content, like the Trilby series, if you remember that.
Yep, the Trilby series. What was it 5 Days of Murder or something like that?
Yes, 5 days. That was. Oh yes, 5 Days of Murder, 7 Days of Skeptic, Trilby's Notes, and 6 Days of Suicide. I think was the last one.
That was it. Yep.
Yeah, those were very good. Nate said, "Hello, cool. That's cool. I miss point and click games altogether." I mean, they're out there, man.
5 Days of Stranger.
5 Days of Stranger. Thank you. That was it. They're definitely out there. A lot of them have been converted to Steam, or you can go onto GOG or GOG. Good Old Games, I think it stands for, and you can get a lot of them that way. I don't know how many of them age super well, but if you're curious in a bunch of those games and them being played, I highly recommend, as I talk about them all the time, Day 9, who's Sean Plott. He does a series called Mostly Walking with two of his friends from college, Lee Grainer and Sean Bloom. Highly recommend it because you get a critical aspect of game development from them, because they're all in the game development scene. And they have different, nostalgia waves. Some people have played the games before, some haven't. They play newer games, older games. Thoroughly recommend Sean's content. And Space Monkey said, "Have you ever tried FTL? I've been enjoying it lately. I think it's a point and click." FTL, John and I have played.
I haven't.
Oh wait, you never
played?
played
it? I didn't. I never played it, but I know what it is.
FTL.
I've watched other people play it, and it seems like a nightmare.
Christ, it's hard. FTL. There's a lot of pointing and clicking, but I don't believe it's classified as a point and click adventure game. Mostly because it's not an adventure game.
It's more resource management, is it?
It's resource management, and I would more so compare it to a roguelike. Because it is a lot of starting, stopping, losing your progress, incredibly difficult, randomized pathing, and what you're versing. I would more so compare it to a roguelike. But good game, flipping hard. Even on easy mode, it's incredibly difficult. What I've been enjoying a lot lately is... We'll go back to point and click adventure games in a minute, but after your stream 2 Wednesdays ago, I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire, and I've been enjoying it thoroughly. I don't know if
Good
you've
game.
gone back
It's a
to
very
it.
well made game. I've gotten into it.
Yeah, have you got back to it?
I purposely didn't play it because I was going to play it on Wednesday again.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
I went back and I played the first character again, but I haven't touched the second character because I was going to start that one up on stream so we can talk about it.
You're gonna like her. It is
I've
very.
I've been told.
Yeah. That game style takes a lot of dots and uses those. A dot, for anyone who doesn't know, is a damage over time mechanic. So be happy with some poison, and I'll leave it there.
Which is funny because that's the type of character I'm playing right now in ESO.
Yeah, well, I mean, John's very well known for playing rogues in a lot of things, a lot of the sneaky.
I do like my stabby characters.
I like my casties. But as of late,
It's funny because in ESO you're playing a tank.
Well, that's the funny thing. Like, I always played a wizard in something, or a mage, or rarely a sorcerer. But that was in Baldur's Gate 2. That was when we used to play, 3.5 back in junior high school. When I played 4th edition with Rob, who's been on the stream before.
Playing a wizard right now.
Playing a wizard right now.
Our Friday game.
Yes, with Adam from D&D is for Nerds. But in the podcast, I'm playing Mortimer, who's a fighter. I was playing Scratching Post when we were in Ted's game. And in ESO, I'm playing a fighter. I'm enjoying the hitty characters now.
Yeah.
I think it's just like a break for me instead of knowing an entire cast list and dying all the time. I actually get to just have fun and hit shit, which has been nice.
I mean, it's funny. It's funny you bring that up because like a game that's more recent that I think that you enjoyed the hell out of that embodied that hitty mentality was God of War. So the God of War remake, you're basically a barbarian or a fighter as Kratos.
The
So
God
that
of War
makes
remake,
sense.
not remake, but the newer God of War game was so good.
Yeah, and I'm super excited to play the second one if I can get a fucking PS5. That's probably not going to happen anytime soon, though.
No, but when we do get to play, I mean, I played the new God of War really late in comparison to when it dropped.
Me too.
I think I played it once it was in like the PlayStation Hit store.
Yeah, we played it at the same time.
Oh yeah. Christ, it was good.
Very, very good.
Nate says, bought Adios a couple of weeks ago, but I haven't started it. I don't know anything about Adios except for it being a word in Spanish. What kind of game is it? And also, do we have anything else to say about Secret of Monkey Island before we riff and talk until we close the stream?
No, I think it was a good game. I think it was overall fun, and I think this was a good idea for us to stream because it was good to see for people who have played as many point-and-click adventures games as we have to see, I guess, a earlier game or one of the more popular early games of that point-and-click genre.
Yeah. I agree. I'm glad we played it. I'm glad it is now in my I've played it category. I do not think I'll go straight into Monkey Island 2, though I'll keep it on the horizon of possible games because, from my understanding, that is the best one, arguably. So I'll keep that in mind. I may want to branch off to something else first, or just kind of dick around and do something else before I hop back in. But it was good to actually start a game and end a game, because I don't finish games a lot. I tend to jump around.
Actually, hopefully have a fucking stream that stays on Twitch and doesn't get deleted.
Oh, yeah. Quick note for that is the last thing of Hollow Knight, if you went into the YouTube archives and wondering why it was never finished, it was finished on stream, and we lost the VOD. I reached out to Twitch, and it looks like it was deleted for some reason, and it was completely not recoverable. So John did beat the game, and it was great. And he did some of the hardest stuff in there. But
Path of Pain.
Yeah.
And I believe the only person who saw it was
Kentaro.
Fuck, who was it? Yeah, Kentaro. Kentaro saw me do it.
Yeah. But that's something just for Kentaro
that's like
and us.
It's also like the third time I've done that. But anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad we played it. I will let everyone know what we'll be playing next, probably next Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. But you were playing a new game with Rob and Katie and Susie and everyone while we were on vacation. I just want to hear a little bit about it and your thoughts on it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I picked up Knockout City, which is a very new game that came out. That's It's basically 3v3 or 4v4 dodgeball. And I didn't know what to expect going into it. I think it was, I saw it on Steam, but I really didn't put too much thought into it because it just seemed like another, um, it seemed very similar to, what can I think of? Like Fall Guys or, like a lot of those like pop-up games that get really popular quick and then move off the radar.
Yep.
So I didn't really put too much thought into it, but then our friends were like, "Hey, this seems like kind of fun. We can play it together." So I was like, "All right, I'll give it a shot with you guys." And it was surprisingly fun and pretty like tense for a very simple game. There's a lot of interesting mechanics for a dodgeball game that I wasn't expecting, and a lot of it is timing based and is a risk reward factor of timing grabbing the ball when it gets thrown at you, where if you time your catch perfectly, the ball immediately gets charged to the fastest level and you can throw it right back at whoever threw it at you.
Okay.
But if you catch it normally, or like you don't do a perfect catch, you just catch the ball and you have to charge it yourself.
Okay.
So there's also a lot of interesting types of balls. There's like bomb balls, sniper balls, all different kinds of things that you can use that gets thrown into the game at you. And additionally, there's only 2 game modes that I've played, which is the deathmatch mode, which is the 3v3 mode, where everybody has 2 lives basically. You can get hit twice. And then there's the ball up mode, which is the 4v4 version, where you have to use your teammates as balls. You can actually roll yourself up as a ball and move around, and you can pick up a teammate and throw them at other people.
Okay, that's interesting.
And you can also catch the other team as balls. And when you catch them, they get basically shackled and they can try and break out of it. But you can try and throw them back at the other team or just throw them off the cliff.
That's why I heard Morgan saying fastball special earlier.
Yes.
Got it. Interesting.
Yeah, but it's surprisingly fun, and you can like curve the ball and throw it. You can like fake throws. There's a lot of like interesting mechanics. It's definitely not a game I see myself playing all the time, like incessantly and being addicted to. But it's a game that I think would be fun with friends if you have the opportunity to play it with friends. It's just silly fun.
That's one thing. Like, one, thank you very much for the information on that. I'm looking forward to installing it. And from my understanding, it's free for a certain amount of levels, and also it's like 15 gig. It's really not much, and it's cross-platform.
It is cross-platform. I believe we were playing on PC, and Susie was on the
Switch. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, well that's good to know. Shit, what was I about to say?
Dodgeball?
Oh, well, no, just playing with friends. I was talking with Morgan about this in our massive amount of driving that we've done over the past week, where the early days of Achievement Hunter, which I used to watch, I still watch it every so often, and also the Yogs cast, especially nowadays with their TTT, when, it's Lewis and Rithi and Bova and Ravs and everybody, and they're all doing these group games, whether it's Minecraft or GTA or Gmod or whatever. Back when I was like in college, or when I was living in my old place in Brooklyn, and other people were in college and were adults, so the amount of people you can get at the same time is low. I never used to play those games, and I think you were in the same boat, because we just couldn't schedule anything with anybody.
Right.
So I enjoyed that content vicariously through the Yogscast and through Rooster Teeth and through these groups of people who would have the ability to play with each other because it was their job, and they were able to make content, and I could enjoy the game in ways that I couldn't. And nowadays, because I've been able to reconnect with Rob and Katie, and Susie's been in the group, and yourself and Morgan and Sarkone and some other people, we've been able to have those experiences ourselves. And it's funny that we're able to like finally get these moments, which we felt in like high school with like our LAN parties and stuff, but we had to wait until we were in our like 30s to get there.
Yeah. But I think it's also a matter of like there was a lot of unknown in that time frame where we weren't sure where we were going, we weren't sure what we were going to do. We were kind of in school figuring out where life was going to take us, and now we're kind of at a point in our lives where things are starting to get I guess, like comfortable, rhythmic,
settled.
Yeah. So we kind of all know where we are, even though I'm still going back to school, but that's an entirely separate thing. That's because there's a lot I need to learn about what I'm currently doing.
Yeah.
And also because I want to make more money. But that's a separate factor.
But we're also not on our overnight shifts or evening shifts anymore.
Right. That's part of the unknown of like, I think like you're currently in a job that you are settled into your job. You're not going anywhere.
Nope.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm not going anywhere. I'm pretty much stuck in what I'm doing for a while, and I do enjoy what I do. I have some other things to say about other parts of it. Not going to get into it.
Nope.
But I do enjoy the job that I do as an engineer. So I think now that we're kind of settled into like where we're going to be, we can adjust for things and account for things that we not necessarily have had for a while, like playing multiplayer games.
Yeah. I mean, like the reason we've said that consistently, one of the reasons that we started the podcast up was to give us a reason to put time aside and play D&D. Or just spend time together, because if we didn't have that end goal, getting a session that is regular is so difficult to do, especially with the friends that we've made along the way that live in different time zones. As an example, our game on Fridays with Adam from D&D is for Nerds. Like, we have him in Australia, we have Stephen Dunkelman up in Canada, Nick is in New Jersey, and then us two are here, and we used to have Cass in Australia as well. Trying to get all those time zones to work on top of that is difficult. And despite us being adults and having a set schedule, and even when we can get time, like sometimes we go 2 to 3 months without a session. Regular sessions are hard, but if we needed to record stuff to put out things on a regular interval, we would have to put that time aside.
I mean, even I think that idea of like scheduling also attributes to some of the stuff that we've done in the podcast when we've had guests on.
Yeah.
Like the episode of you bringing on, spoiler alerts for the end of season 1. If you haven't finished season 1, earmuffs if you don't want to hear it. When you brought in Celeste and Sage to that ending of our game, like that, we had to plan out accordingly because there's a 3-hour time difference.
Yep.
When I brought in all the guests that I did for that one portion of Bryn Shander, I had to figure out scheduling and figure out to get all these people, because there was a whole bunch of people across all different time zones that I had to figure out.
We dealt with that with podcasts of as well. Like Victoria and I had to handle most of it, but yeah, I mean, scheduling across the time zones is something else. But in order to do these like big group things, you have to put the time aside for it. And I'm glad now that, like, in my 20s, I didn't think I would be able to find a gaming group that numerous, because the attempts of doing so always fell apart for the reasons we specified earlier. So if you're in a place right now that you're like, holy shit, everything is just chaotic all the time, who has time for this? You may get time later on. That's what I found. I haven't been in college now for, holy shit, 12 years? 12? Oh. Yeah, I've been out for 12 years. My kid is 7. So I don't need to deal with the, very early age kid stuff. My job is 10 to 6.
Gav is 7? What
He's
the
7.
Fuck?
Yeah.
He needs to stop.
He's about to go into 2nd grade.
Ugh.
Yup.
Ugh. Hold on, I gotta go to the store and get my fucking prune juice.
Yeah.
I'm so goddamn old.
Yeah. He's getting old, man. I mean, play Gav, play D&D with Gav when he's here too. We do. Bucky runs one shots and stuff. Space Monkey says D&D bringing the world together one dungeon at a time. I mean, yeah.
It do that, especially now with online D&D. Like it's very easy to just hop into like an online forum, whether it be Roll20 or Reddit or whatever, and find a group to play with.
Yeah.
Not all those groups are going to be what you want, but it's very easy to like try out different groups and see what's good.
Yeah. And I mean, for those who may be on Twitch that aren't in the Discord, we have talk of games, whether it's D&D or Mass and stuff, all the time. And there's always people willing to play. So, if you need a group and want to reach out, do so. And you may not get answers right away, but someone may want to, or hell, get someone else into the hobby. Just hook them on in.
Yeah.
That was one of the early ideas of the podcast stuff thing, was to get people playing together that have never played before or heard of each other before, or people that really respect other people and get them at their table. Like,
I got my girlfriend back into D&D.
Yeah.
Because before we met, she had only really played D&D once before, and it was a terrible experience for her.
Morgan had a
And
similar
when she met
situation.
me-
Yeah.
Yeah, when she met me, I was like, yeah, I run a D&D podcast. And she was like, well, I played it once a while ago. And I was like, I would love to run a game for you. And she was like, this is nothing like what it was when I played it before. And now I'm currently running a game with apparently her favorite character in it, and she loves it. So
The sessions you run are like half a day long. It is incredible.
They are very long. They are very long. A lot of it is just me coming up with stuff on the fly if I didn't write it, letting them do whatever they want to do. And I think that's a big proponent of why they're having so much fun, is they have a lot of freedom in the game to like mess around with things and do things when they want it to do, and then I just pop back in when the plot seems necessary.
How are you feeling running a game that nobody's gonna hear except for the people at the table, and there's no stress of the podcast?
I like it. It's actually very freeing to have that experience. The other difference being that it's now an entirely homebrew game. So it's very like freeing to be able to kind of do whatever I want and have very little stress. So it's a very different mentality of having the podcast where I'm a little restricted to. I mean, obviously I've been branching out a little bit more and opening up a bit more with the book, but still kind of restricted to the plot of the story, as opposed to now running a game where I can basically just let my creative juice just go wherever it feels.
Gross.
So it's different. Yeah.
But also, like, there's
you don't want to come in here when I'm DMing that game. There's a lot of creative juices flowing.
Yeah, noted. I'll keep your door closed. Man, that just wiped my brain of what I was gonna say. Oh, there's also restrictive stuff with just the medium itself. Like, we were talking about Storm Kings. I know we are not talking about point and click adventure games right now anymore, but we're just having a chat. But with Storm Kings in particular, and also a lot of other modules and stuff, and this is inherent because of where D&D comes from, there's a lot of fighting that happens, and this happens in Critical Role too, but you get to watch it and see all the big maps and all the Dwarven Forge pieces and the boats and all that shit. But in podcasts, you just have the audio, and you need to describe those things, and we really, especially for us, we pare it down and get rid of the dice rolls. Some other podcasts keep them in there for the at the table feel. Everyone has their own aesthetic. All of them are valid, just depends on what you do. So now you get to experience, playing. I know we do this for Fridays as well, but also DMing combat that you don't need to worry about how it sounds to the audience.
Sure. That's also a lot more freeing and a lot easier because we use Roll20. I have tokens physically there. Everybody can see what's there. We don't have to discuss what's where, and I can just go, what do you want to do? And people figure out what they want to do.
Yeah, it's a lot better for spatial recognition. I think for Strahd, the only time I used a map was the crypt.
That makes sense, because that thing is fucking massive.
Yeah, the other times when it was back at the Bronx apartment, I had the grid map, and I would draw just a very brief sketch for myself, and if you guys needed a visual, I would point the camera at it and just go, this is where you are, this is where you are, this is where you are, this is it for the images, we need to describe everything that's going on. But I know with Storm Kings, there's so much more combat that can happen in bigger spaces that it can make it very difficult.
For some of the combat that we've had to deal with, I have separate maps for myself. I've actually used Roll20 a couple times. I actually used Roll20 for a fight that will be coming up soon that I'm not going to talk about. But I used Roll20 to have a map up so I can have places where everybody was, because it was important in that specific fight to have positions down pat. I also used, for an episode that already did come out that I can discuss about, I did use a map I used the same map I gave you guys for the Hobgoblin camp. But instead of, the map I got is the map from, if you look at, I believe it's in Volo's Guide to Monsters, there's a Hobgoblin section in there, and there's a map of what a Hobgoblin war camp would look like. I used that map. It worked perfectly for what I wanted it to do. and I just basically had tokens for everybody, and instead of it being a very precise location of something, I said this person's here, this person's here, this person's here, and I just moved you like little chess pieces on a literal war map. It was a war map, and I moved you like pieces on a war map would.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean,
it.
for some of our characters, it doesn't matter as much. Like Zell, it doesn't matter where the enemies are; he'll get to them.
Yeah, he'll get there.
And then Moose will fire. But like for Mortimer, for Surreal, the up close, who's within 5 feet really matters, and Barty's spellcasting distance matters. So,
right.
I mean, for those who are getting into podcasting or have their own podcasts and need to do combat, it is difficult, but there's ways around it. As you've heard with us, and there's plenty of other D&D podcasts, so it's obviously doable. The easy ones are obviously going to be like with Nerds on a Roll doing masks, because the combat system is nowhere near like grid mechanics.
Oh yeah, no, that's very freeform, very easy comparatively.
Yeah.
Because I think when I talk about D&D, I talk about it in two parts. It's equal parts role playing and equal parts strategy game. And Masks kind of takes that strategy game and puts that to the side and puts the role playing in the forefront.
Yeah, very different experience there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's 9:30. I'm not going to dip into another game now. That would be ridiculous. So I think we'll just end early. Is there any closing thoughts on things, John?
Butts, great.
They are great. I mean, you're not wrong.
That's it.
I think my closing thought is, if you enjoyed The Secret of Monkey Island and you don't really touch point-and-click adventure games, as we saw earlier on in the chat, I believe that was with Nate, feel free to dip into some. Or go to day 9. He's not sponsoring a stream or anything. I just really love his stuff. I've been watching his stuff for years now. Check out the Mostly Walking stream and pick a game that sounds interesting and dive on in and see what's there.
I recommend The Last Door if you like spooky.
If you like spooky, The Last Door I highly recommend as well. If you want a game that is more punishing, and a very classic game, I would recommend probably like King's Quest 6 or maybe like Space Quest 5. Space Quest 5 is definitely a harder sell on that one. So like King's Quest 6 would probably be one. My personal recommendation for a point-and-click adventure game that is forgiving and is a wonderful time is the LucasArts, the Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, and also The Dig. The Dig is a sci-fi weird horror, but not quite horror game. It's I think Steven Spielberg had a part in it as well. This is one of the ones I recommended to you. It also has one of the most notorious hardest puzzles in any game. It's called the Turtle Puzzle. Once you get to it, you'll get to it. But the Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis is a game that I took out of our public library many, many times, and I've played through it quite often, which is something because I don't play through games usually more than once. But the Fate of Atlantis had multiple ways of getting to the end, so every time I played it, I ended up having a slightly different experience. There's voice acting in there. It's Indiana Jones. It's fun.
I'm just looking at the Wikipedia article, and apparently Robert Patrick and Steve Bloomer voices in it.
Oh yeah. In The Dig or Fate of Atlantis?
In The Dig.
The Dig. Yes. Very, very big budget game, quote unquote. It definitely made an impact. So I would recommend those, and then The Last Door if you're into spookies for sure. Yeah. So I think tomorrow we'll have Morgan for Thistle's Game Patch. She'll be continuing Final Fantasy X. I'll probably be with her then. Today we had episode 53 released on the public feed, so you have an up-to-date episode right there. Space Monkey, have a lovely evening as well. And then Wednesday we have Get Lucky with Bucky with John, and we'll be
I'll probably be playing Slay the Spire.
Yeah, and I'll be there with you and checking out. I've been playing a lot, so I'll be able to speak to a couple mechanics and stuff more, and I'll be curious to see your build as well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a good night, day, or whatever time of day it is for you, everyone, and we will talk to you all soon. Bye.
Bye.